We got to take a quick break. Coming up in just a bit, but first, let's just go to the Zoom room here. Where we have Christine Fejeran, who's the. Hold on, okay, Chris. Let me get your
Forestry Division Chief for the
right.
Department of Agriculture.
And she's also has been newly. So you got promoted. You're now the chief of that division, right?
Correct.
Wow. So
Yeah.
congrats. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, Chief. So let's talk a little bit about Arbor Month. What can you tell us about Arbor Month? I saw you sent some pics, guys. We have those. Okay, good. What are we doing
yeah.
in Arbor Month, and how has it changed with the Covit?
We went virtual along with everyone else, all our partners. And so, yes, this definitely moved our team outside of their comfort zone, right? We're all implementers. We're out in the field and planting and prepping sites. So we do have the forestry team out planting. They are still going out and taking care of those thousands of trees that we need to get in the ground, but we're doing it in-house. So it's moving a lot slower, but we're doing it. But for the rest of the community, and it's, I appreciate that I'm following COVID conversations, because one of the wonderful benefits about trees is that they help reduce stress. There have been social studies done over the years that have really shown how trees in your urban setting, taking hikes, or even just sitting outside underneath the tree, like these things can really help reduce stress, reduce crime rates in some cities.
Right.
And so our theme this year is Plant Hope for Our Future. And HOPE is the acronym. It's a health of people and environment. So we're really trying to pull all of those messages that we've shared across over the years about the benefits of trees to the broader audience, and make it a focus point for this year.
Nice. You're right. Trees do relieve stress. I know of a very specific tree that relieves a lot of stress. But Doc, what about gardening and people like sprucing up, planting trees? I've heard through the pandemic so many different stories about people who've been staying home and using the opportunity to kind of do up the yard, right?
Yep. It's exactly. We've all seen it. We've seen people. You go to the stores and you'll find that like pots are sold out, soils being purchased. I mean, people are really practicing the use of their green thumbs. Right. And in fact, like even in our yard, I finally put my calamansi trees in the ground.
Wow.
We work so hard to like do things out in public that sometimes I have to look at my own yard and be like, yay, my iba tree is in the ground. And, it's native trees and my fruit bearing trees. Mm-hmm. So for our calendar though, we've got a pretty cool lineup. And one of my, we have the regular lineup for our weekly postings, which are as always our Terrific Tuesdays, Wildfire Wednesdays, and Forestry Fact Fridays. But what we've included is that for every day of the week, from Arbor Day, which was October 13th, we have posted for Mondays, Celebrate Arbor Month. And so on Mondays, I post photos of previous planting events that have come from both Forestry's archives, but also our University of Guam Cooperative Extension team, all across, our natural resource partners. They have shared photos. So you're going to see video collages and just individual shots of people who have truly enjoyed, the planting with us and appreciating trees. And one of our challenges for Arbor Month, Arbor Day, in fact, was if you take a walk or hike out, visit one of those trees that you may have planted in a previous tree planting during Arbor Month. Take a photo with that tree. And, one of the sad, humbling parts, might be that maybe your tree won't be there, depending on where you go. Some of our urban settings, we've done wonderful tree plantings over the years, but because of construction, development, or disease or pest, trees have had to be removed. So it's going to be a humbling point to see just where our trees have remained in place. Mm-hmm. And this is why we emphasize right tree, right place.
Right. Are you guys offering trees to plant?
We will be, yes, towards the end of the month. So because we're out planting right now, anything that we have extra, we're planning we have an annual Tricks or Trees event, right? Aww. And that's traditionally come out and plant trees.
Tricks or trees.
But we're not but we're not going to be planting with the public this year, unfortunately. But we do have, I'll be setting out a flyer soon, which is if you've completed several of our activities, whether it's our scavenger hunts, which you can do in your own backyard, your own green spaces, or the bingos, or the different activities that we posted throughout the month, you show us 3 completed ones, and that earns you a free tree. And so we'll be sharing that via the private messaging that occurs because people are sending it over the social media, right. Facebook or Instagram. And so there is an opportunity for that. And I'll send a flyer soon, I hope. But we do have a virtual reading. It's our second one. We're having a total of 3. The first one was absolutely awesome. It was Olympia Terrell reading Mother Tree. And our next reading will be Regrets by Adrienne Lorzell. She tried to hide that she submitted this winning entry, and but we found it, and one of our other colleagues is going to be reading it on behalf of Adrienne, and it's going to be pretty great. It's going to be our first poem, and we have support, a collaboration with the Guahan Sign Language Services, the Talaza Micronesian Corporation. So they're actually translating the readings for us. So we're trying to open this up to, be all inclusive.
Let me know if you need a guest reader.
Mm-hmm. I will.
I like words. Yeah.
All right.
I can read, contrary to what a lot of my critics say. I'm very well read.
And very, what is it called?
I can do voices and,
animated. There you go. Very animated.
Animated. That's putting it nicely.
You know what? I'm sensing a collaboration coming here.
Right.
So you add some voice and characters to a cool little comic strip or something for us. Oh my gosh! Got this.
Christine, you mentioned social media. You guys have a great presence on Instagram. Can you just give out a social media if people want to follow? So they can.
I'm sorry?
Your social media. Give out the division social media because I follow you guys and you put out a lot of great content.
Oh, thank you. It's at Guam Forestry. So just all one word, at Guam Forestry, Facebook, Instagram. We have Twitter, but I still, I need to sit down and really figure out what it needs to look like for Twitter because all I send are hashtags, right? So I'll work on our Twitter game. Yeah. But right now, solid.
All you do is on Instagram, when you share the post, there's an option if you scroll down, you can also share it to your Twitter.
That's all I do.
Yeah.
So I think I need to develop that a bit more though, because it's always the key hashtags that we love to promote.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we just want people to, you don't have to feel like you have to go far out there and go hike for miles to truly appreciate Arbor Month. This really is about if we're home and we're sheltering in place, then understand that you can walk outside and appreciate that green space right there, whether it's the lawn, the tree that's in the yard. And, for the scavenger hunts, we've tailored them so that you can just walk out and literally get to the microscopic of what's in your space. And this way, more people can at least just be outside, right? Because we know that vitamin D is absolutely excellent. So just trying to get people to appreciate it and reduce some of those stress and anxiety levels.
Right. That's why we love bringing you on. That really translates, Christine, when we interview you, the passion that you have for what you do. Thank you.
Thanks, Christine.
Thank you.
And congratulations, Chief.
Yep, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
They give you a badge or something? You got a badge or?
No.
Let me talk to Chelsea. You need a badge.
Good. All right. Maybe I'll get a high five and a sticker. We'll see.
Okay, that works. Thank you,
Right.
Christine.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, Christine Fejeran.
She gets a face shield.
Right. We can hook you up with a bedazzled face shield.
There you go.
We're gonna take
like Chris's, right?
Yeah, this is battle tested, man. This is from going back and containing COVID. Me and this face shield. This is like the Knights back in the day were like, and now we joust. I put this down. When I put this down, I mean business. It's a transformation.
Right.
Okay. So we'll take
Matter
a
of
break.
fact, for Halloween next week, we want people to show us their face shields. Bedazzle it, do whatever.
Right on. There you go. Mine was bedazzled for me, but I might have to.
It's a birthday.
Yeah, I know, but these stars, they're still shining. They're still shining. It's 9:30.
No one can ever dull your shine.
All right. We'll be back with.